Like, Luka, look, you just standing there. Look, watch this again, Luka. He just went right by it. Luka, what are you doing?
I said there was some effort on that.
Fouling. Luka, what are you doing? Get back in the play, Luka. Luka. He would hate me. Luka, come on, bro.
Please don't tell me that was you saying the 96 Sonics. This is what you got to realize, Judah. It's very easy to out-debate locker room. It's not very challenging whatsoever. The fact that you let locker room outwit you and out-debate you, it says a lot. We're not talking about a very high-level basketball mind, and you got outwitted by the locker room.
You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her. You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her.
I'm a rolling stone.
You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl.
I'm too hot for you.
That's
in a whip that's
I will
meant to
tell you
speed.
when the beef started with me and Reggie, right?
If I hurt
Reggie
you,
fucked
would
one of
you
my nigga
leave?
bitches, right? The locker room went to fuck one of my
I
nigga
learned the
bitches,
game
right?
from some
That's what he
heavyweights.
fucking did.
Catching
He
buses,
fucking
making
disrespected
change
shit.
from another place.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, folks. We are back, man. We are back, folks. We are most definitely back, folks. How we doing tonight, folks? We got some interesting news, man. King J, listen, since that OKC game, dude, we've been on a roll, man. Real talk. I mean, I never thought I would get so much content out of one game. Chat, I'm still cooking off the OK.
LeBron fans.
Got me on a late night mission, pulling up.
Chat, I'm still cooking off of the OKC game. This was 18 days ago at this point. Do you guys understand that? I'm still eating off the OKC game, and that was 18 days ago. I'm still cooking. That is insane. That's got to be a world record. Seriously. That's got to be a world record. Wow, folks. You honestly can't make this stuff up, man. You cannot make this up, folks. Well, we are back, folks. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in, man. Shout out to Jesus. Hey, John, stop typing in all caps, dude. If you want to be seen, just hit the super chat, dude. Okay, shout out to Armani. Yahoo, Banco. You said Trevor Lane blocked me? Okay. That's unfortunate, dude. What did you do? We got Liquid Drano. Shout out to Mr. Chakan. Okay. We got Malik. You said, where is Khan C? I'm assuming he's in the ocean. I mean, I don't know. I don't know where he's at.
Before I get to the basketball game, because I hate that I got to keep doing this. For all you goofy ass niggas in the chat, right? Some of you niggas is weird. Y'all be name calling me, right? Just keep that same energy if you ever see me. That's all I'm going to say. Because some of y'all going to slap the fuck out of you. That's word to my mother.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Malik Williams. Shout out to LA Ballin. FBA Quicksand. We got Anubis. He said, you lucky I'm not single. It's corny as Shout out to Anubis. Shout out to BS for you. All things basketball. What up, man? We got Frank. We got Frank. You said Jovan Booty. Somebody put a super chat in his live video saying the locker room is on your ass. He didn't read it. Oh my God, that's funny, man. Shout out to J. Lou. Why is Jovan Booty ducking me, man? That's funny, man. So Jovan's ducking me? Wow. I thought we were going to be friends, chat. I thought we were going to be friends. Okay, guess not. Fuck out of here. Okay, shout out to FBA Quicksand. You said he's definitely single. So yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys see the title of the show, right? Now, hopefully all the fanboys, are asleep so we can have an honest conversation. But, like I said, folks, we've been having a good old time, folks, since that debacle. I think that's what we're going to call it. The debacle in OKC 18 days ago, folks. That was the last time we saw Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves.
That was an ass kicking last night. That was a romp. Now, you can sit up there. I mean, we going to talk about Luka and all the stuff. What we not going to do is gloss over that ass whipping that the Oklahoma City Thunder, the reigning, defending NBA champions, placed on the Los Angeles Lakers.
Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, these dudes want to gloss over that ass whooping. Unfortunately, we're not glossing over that ass whooping over here. All right. Now we get it. You dudes got beat so bad that you decided you were going to, both fake injuries. You guys can fool the fanboys into believing these bullshit injuries. You can't fool us. Nobody's buying that shit over here. All right. Take that shit to Jovan Booty. He'll promote that bullshit for you guys. I'm not promoting that shit. You niggas ain't hurt. Ain't none of y'all niggas hurt. Y'all soft as cotton. That's what this is about. Shout out to Jesus with the $2 super chat.
I'm a rolling stone.
Austin Reeves. Foul baiter.
You said I'm the one that sent that unread super chat? Oh. You talking about to Jovan? Oh, wow, that's funny. That's funny, dude. Well, he didn't read it, so yeah. I guess Jovan, like I said, I guess he just doesn't like me. I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess if I was him, I wouldn't like me either. Shout out to James Mathis. What's going on, man? So yeah. What was I saying, folks? Oh yeah. The OKC game, right? So we haven't seen Ashton and Puka since. Okay. But something interesting happened today. If you guys haven't seen by now, which, you guys all clicked on this thumbnail. You guys all clicked on this video so you guys can see what's going on. Luka Doncic, folks, was not named a finalist for the MVP award. All right. Now, is this a surprise to me? No, it's not a surprise to me. Why is this not a surprise to me, folks? I don't believe, and I'm just being honest with you guys, I don't believe Luka Doncic is an MVP caliber player. I just don't. It's just that simple. And I believe in this so much that I had a bet with a caller of the show. His name was Don C. Okay? His name was Don C. Now, we have not heard from Don C, folks, in really 18 days since that OKC game. Right? So he's completely abandoned the show after he decided, he didn't want to pay his bets.
Luka's in shape, and he was doing those numbers, and he wasn't in shape. I can only imagine what he's about to do if he's technically in shape.
Don C, you were dick. Don C, please stop. Don C, stop, dude.
I promise you, Luka's gonna win MVP. If Luka's showing up this motivated, what's gonna stop him? I'm really.
What do you got on Luka? What do you got on that?
I mean, we could do something slight. We could put a bill on it. We could do something light. We could put a bill on it. You know my Twitter handle, so I'm not hard to find.
Let's put 1,000.
Let's go 1,000. We can do 1,000. Let's do 1,000.
Okay. So real quick before I lock this in with you, you're predicting that next season Luka Doncic wins the MVP. That's your bet.
And we just need to have one parameter on it. He has to qualify for MVP, meaning no major injury or nothing like that. If he has some major injury where he misses 25 games and he doesn't play 65 to qualify for it, null and void. If he qualifies for MVP, he doesn't win MVP. I'll pay you 1,000. If he wins MVP, you pay me 1,000.
Okay, real quick. Let me. Okay. Can you repeat that one more time?
All right. So the only thing that would make the bet null and void is if he did not qualify to win MVP, which would mean because you have to play at least 65 games. So if he had some major injury, he tore his ACL, he was out for the whole season. He didn't play 65 games. He obviously can't win MVP in that scenario. But if he qualifies to win MVP or any postseason award, which he plays at least 65 games, if he does that and wins MVP, you owe me 1,000. If he does that and does not win MVP, I owe you 1,000. That's the bet. Is that fair on what I said about the being null and void?
Yeah, so basically you're saying he's got to qualify. He's got to play 65 games.
Correct.
Okay, that's a fair bet.
If he doesn't play 65, he can't even. There's no way he can do it because he wouldn't be eligible to win MVP. So it wouldn't even matter in that point.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, let's go ahead and lock that in for $1,000, right?
1,000.
Okay. Yeah, because you got plenty of time. You got all the way till next year. You got all the way till next year. So you got plenty of time to get my coin.
I'll DM you my Cash App information, Venmo, whichever's best for you.
I'm gonna be the one DMing you. Don, see, I can't believe you just made that bet, dude. Your fanboy goggles. Your fan. Listen, man, that's insane that you would even make that bet. That's insane. So basically, here's what you just betted, and the bet is already locked in. We're already locked in. But I want to talk about this for a second, right? Folks, Don C. We have not seen Don C. Right? We got the Tethernator. He said Don C. abandoned the show like a deadbeat dad. Yeah, I mean, I guess he went to the store for some milk, and he just never came back home. You know, somebody called in earlier and said Don C's in the ocean. So I don't know what he's doing, you know, but yeah, you know, whenever he's done playing in the waters, you know, whenever he's done scuba diving.
LeBron fan.
Gonna have me on a late night mission, pulling up.
Hey, Don C, whenever you Hey, Don C, whenever you get done, you know, swimming with the sharks, dude, right? Whenever you decide you're gonna, you know, come back to shore, right? You gotta pay your bet, dude. So I know this is your, you know, excuse, right? Oh, I'm in the ocean. I'm working in the ocean, all this goofy shit. Well, like I said, dude, chat, do they not have phones in the ocean or what? They don't have any phones out there? I mean, what if an emergency happens? What happens? Do they just throw you overboard? Chat, that's a fucked up job, man. What if something happens? What happens? How do they call the ambulance to come and pick Don C up just in case something happens, or do they just throw him off the boat and let the sharks eat him up? How does this work? I don't know how this works, chat. I don't know. You guys tell me in the chat. How is life in the middle of the ocean as a job? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. You guys got to educate me. But you guys heard the audio, right? The bet is made. He clearly lost the bet, right? As you guys can see by the thumbnail, okay? Luka Doncic, ladies and gentlemen, he did not... He wasn't even a finalist, folks. And I really want to get into this tonight because a lot of the Puka fans, you know, they're obviously crashing out on Twitter right now. Yeah, they're crashing out right now. So, you know, one of these accounts, this is what they posted. They said, They said left was an MVP finalist. The right wasn't an MVP finalist. So they posted SGA stats to the left, folks, as you guys can see. And then they posted Luka's stats to the right. Right? So what they're trying to do is they're trying to trick the fanboys, right? They're trying to trick the fanboys by posting Luka's stats side by side. So you want to know what I said, folks? I said SGA and the Thunder were 4-0 versus the Lakers. Winning matters. See, this is what the fanboys chat, they've completely forgotten about, okay? We get it. You guys are casuals. You guys started watching basketball yesterday, so you guys might not be aware of how this works. But for all the casuals out there, the objective of the game of basketball is to win the fucking game. That's the whole point. What the Puka fans don't understand, folks, is they don't understand that the objective is to win the game. They don't understand this. They think him scoring 30 points is all that matters. Wrong. Unfortunately, folks, these people are wrong. Unfortunately. It is what it is. Shout out to the Tal Assassin. With the $2 super chat, you said, Don C, be a man of your word. Don't run when it's hot. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't personally respect it. You know what I mean? I don't respect what he's doing. At least speak to me. At least face me, right? Because before the game, he called in, right? Before the debacle in OKC, he called in. He said, yo, I'm going to be here once Luka goes off. He said his daddy was at the game. He said his daddy said Luka wasn't missing in warmups. So I'm like, okay, what does that have to do with anything? That's not the game. He's like, yo, he's about to go off. He's doing this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. After the game, we didn't hear from him. And then he calls in the next day. I'm like, yo, Don C, why you didn't call in last night? Oh, well, I was pissed. Okay, so what's up with this money? Well, technically, he has to qualify. So I said, okay, I'll play this little goofy game with you. I'll wait it out. 2 weeks later, the NBA says Luka is going to be eligible for postseason awards. I hit up Don C. He says he got me. I haven't heard from him since. This was 3 days ago. That was the last time I heard from Don C. I haven't spoken with him, and he hasn't sent the money. So I don't know what's going on here, chat. I really don't. It's not making a lot of sense to me. Okay, we got Jesus with the, what is it, the $5 super chat?
Mama, Rolling Stone.
Austin Reeves. Foul baiter.
Okay, you said laugh my ass off. My wife just left the room laughing my ass off. Con C catching fades from the locker room has me rolling. Shout out to your wife, Jesus. Yeah, shout out to your lovely wife, dude. Okay, shout out to Teddy with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
LeBron fans.
Gonna have me on a late night mission, pulling up.
He said Don C Chapter 7 bankruptcy. That's wild. Okay, we got Teddy. You said Puka is a selfish one-way player trying to run up his numbers at the expense of his teammates and team. Trade this white lame now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back into, what the fanboys had to say, right? Shout out to Ty. What's going on, man? So, like I said, folks, winning matters, all right? I don't know if you fanboys understand that. And I wasn't even really going to discuss Puka tonight, in all honesty. I was really going to focus on my GOAT, but I guess I'll get to my GOAT tomorrow, right? I'm a LeBron fan, by the way, folks.
LeBron fans.
I'm a LeBron fan, right? I really want to spend tonight's show focusing on my GOAT, my glorious GOAT, and what he did yesterday. But, this Puka news came out, and I saw all the fanboys crashing out. So I'd figure I'd take tonight's show right? Because, I mean, Puka, he's given me so much content over the last 18 days ever since he decided he was going to fake an injury. So I said, you know what? I'll push my LeBron show back. Fuck it. I'll push my LeBron show back till tomorrow afternoon. And I'll just spend tonight cooking Puka fans. Like I said, we get it. You know, you guys don't understand the game of basketball. The game of basketball, the objective is to win. Fuck your numbers. You guys must think we're stupid still. Like I said, when Puka was on Dallas, I thought he was decent. I'm not going to lie to you guys. And if we're being honest, he did used to be pretty decent earlier in his career. But Puka right now? Puka's ass. Seriously. Luka's ass. So, like I said, y'all want to, throw out these numbers. Oh, he averaged 33. So? Every time we played the Thunder, he got his ass beat. Every time. We don't care. Chat, how many points? Okay, here's a better question for all the Puka fans. How many points did he average versus OKC? That's the real question. Yeah, let's look that up. Give me 1 second, chat. Yeah, let's see what give me 1 second, chat. Let me go to StatMuse real quick. Luka stats versus Thunder this season. Let's see what Puka did. Oh, okay, exactly. I said what I said.
I said what I said.
Exactly. Now you guys see why they don't like me? Now do you guys see why they don't like me? Do you guys see why they don't like me? Hello? Oh, okay, exactly. Yeah, you guys see why they don't invite me on their podcast, right? You guys see why they don't call into this show, right? You guys see why they leave me alone, right? Yeah, they know better than to fuck with me. Why, Puka fans? Let me ask you guys a question. Why y'all didn't post this on Twitter? Matter of fact, fuck it. Since y'all won't do it, you know what? I'll do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Mama always say if you want something done, you gotta do it your goddamn self. So since y'all won't do it, fuck it. I'll post it on Twitter. Fuck the Puka fans. Since they don't want to post it, chat, I'm gonna post it. Here we go. I'll post it. Hey, Luka fans. Hold on. This is Luka's stats versus SGA. Does it make sense now why he's not going to win the MVP? Suck it, fuckers. Better luck next year. Yeah, here we go. That'll work. Yeah. How's that? How's that look, chat? Hey, Luka fans. This is Luka's stats versus SGA. Does it make sense now why he's not going to win the MVP? Suck it, fuckers. Better luck next year. How's that, chat? That's pretty good, right? And then we're gonna post Luka's stats versus SGA. Since y'all want to post stats all goddamn day. How's that? How's that for your stats? Yeah, how do those nuts taste? Yeah, exactly. How do those nuts taste, Luka fans? Exactly. Since y'all love posting stats all day. Yeah, stop posting stats versus bottom feeder teams. We don't care. Wow, you had 30 versus the Jazz. Okay, whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Where's my whoop-de-doo soundbite? I haven't broke out my whoop-de-doo soundbite in a while. Here we go.
Head up, chin up, fuck that, nigga. If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo.
We go to prison, nigga.
Whoop-de-doo.
If we beat these folk, whoop-de-doo. We beat them.
Whoop-de-doo. We beat them. Wow, you beat the Jazz. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo, Puka fans. Puka dropped 35 on the Pelicans. Wow. What did he drop versus the Thunder? Let me ask you guys a question. How can you be the MVP when you can't beat the MVP? Make it make sense. Seriously. Make it make sense to me. How can you be the MVP and you can't beat the MVP? Are Puka fans this retarded? So not only are y'all casuals, but y'all are also stupid too? Y'all got to pick a struggle at some point. Seriously. That's it. Case closed. How can you be the MVP and you can't beat the MVP? Exactly. Thank you, Jet. You can't. It's impossible. So no matter how many, screenshots, that's all they do, chat. They get on Twitter, they post the screen. Well, look at Luka's numbers versus SGA. But what about the win-loss record versus SGA? Why'd y'all leave that part out? That's what I'm saying, chat. Luka fans who are primarily white, right? Most of his fanboys are white. They've convinced us that they're smart when in reality, they're stupid. Y'all are dumb. Y'all are getting cooked, deep fried on a daily basis. How the fuck you gonna be in the MVP conversation and you can't beat the MVP? You got swept this season by the MVP. OKC whooped us 4-0 this season. And niggas talking about Luka should be the MVP. 2 of the games he didn't even play. Two of the games he didn't play. So not only were you not healthy and available, the other 2 games you averaged 15 points. Wow, man. Luka fans, you guys are light work, dude. I mean, this isn't even a challenge. At least with Kobe fans, right? I mean, that's more of a challenge. Kobe fans are easy work too. But Luka fans, you guys are disturbingly easy to cook up, man. This is nasty. Are you a Luka fanboy?
I'm a crash out man, and I'm about to crash out with your permission. May I crash out?
Go ahead, man.
You just kept needling, guys. You just kept needling and pushing and pushing and pushing. You didn't want AR. You didn't want D-Flow. Look at what happened.
LeBron
you put
fans.
Rob in a corner, and he started fighting back. He started crashing out, and look where we're at now. Tomfoolery everywhere. Look to your left. Look to your right. Look at Luka. You caused them to crash out. Reggie, you're pushing everyone to the edge, man.
Okay, man. Okay. Let's see. We got Tal Assassin with the $2 super chat. You said if Reg was petty, he'd post a Don C picture on X. What are you talking about, dude? Why would I post a Don C picture on Twitter? What kind of freaky shit are you talking about, dude?
You a freaky frog!
What are you talking about? Post a Don C picture for what? That's insane, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know if you thought that one all the way through, dude. Why would I post a Don C picture? For what? I don't understand what that's gonna do for me. I'm trying to get my money. I'm trying to get my money, man. You know what I mean? I need to get my money before I start trolling. All right. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that, dude. Not until I wouldn't even consider doing that until I get my money. So I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, shout out to Lexo Beats.
Mama, Rolling Stone.
LeBron fans.
He said Luka can have a historic scoring season. SGA and Wemby make their teams historic. That's what MVPs do. And we also got the Tethernator. You said Don C. Machiavelli. He's going to try to fake his death. Wow, that's insane. Okay, we got Anubis. What's going on, man?
Can you hear me, Red?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Am I good?
Yeah.
Well, Luka fans thought because he won the scoring title that counts as MVP, and it's like, nah, that's not the way it works. Like you said, he lost going against SGA. SGA is the reigning MVP. You can't even beat him. And then the top three makes sense. I really think Wemby is the MVP. You know, I want to see him get it over SGA. But what I'm saying is Luka wasn't close. He was never in the top three with them. That's what they don't understand. He hasn't done nothing this year to put him up there with them. Like what they do for their teams is way more than what Luka does for the Lakers. People don't understand that. LeBron is doing a lot of carrying still. People think Luka's doing all the. No, you have LeBron, a tank. They just won a playoff series without Luka. Why should he be MVP? People don't get that.
When I look at the finalists, you have SGA, you have the Joker, and you have Wemby. So all three of those guys finished the season with a better record than Luka did. All three of those guys were probably more available, maybe outside of Wemby, maybe. I think, no, Wemby qualified for the 65 games. Yeah, Wemby qualified.
Yep.
So, yeah, all of them qualified, actually, because you have to qualify to even be eligible. So, yeah, all of them were probably more available. And then, like I said, when I look, to me, the biggest reason why he's not an MVP, if you can't beat the MVP, you can't be the MVP. So, that's the biggest reason to me, in my opinion. You know, SGA is the standard right now. He won the MVP last year, right? He's the standard, you know? So if you can't beat him, now this is why Don C was banking on those final two games against the Thunder. And to his point, he would have had a better argument for being the MVP if he would have beaten the Thunder in these past two games earlier this month. But because he lost the first game by 43 and then faked an injury, so he wasn't able to play in the second game earlier this month, it's over. That's it. It's over, right? And then Joker at the end of the season, they ended up taking over the Lakers for the third seed, which is why I think the Joker became a finalist over Luka. I think if the Lakers would have kept that 4 spot, Luka might have been a finalist, but I think him not closing out the season hurt him. And I also think him losing the third seed to the Joker hurt him at the end too. So when you take all that into consideration, I think the Spurs had a 3-1 record on the Lakers this year. SGA and them was 4-0. And then I don't know what our record was against Denver this year. Let me look it up. But yeah, when you take all that into consideration, let me see. Yeah, okay, so the Lakers were 2-1 versus the Nuggets this year. So he had a winning, but did he even play in all those games? Hold on. Let me see.
But see, Wemby beat SGA though.
Okay, so he
So that's why I said like he has a better case for the MVP. Yo, I think Wemby has a winning record against OKC. The Spurs did.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Wemby won it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if. I think the odd man out is the Joker. I don't think the Joker really has a chance.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really going to be between SGA and Wemby. I would lean. I'm gonna be honest. I would probably lean. That's tough, man. SGA or Wemby. I would probably.
I won't be mad. Listen,
I would probably.
I want Wemby to get it.
I would probably lean SGA because SGA, I feel like he was just consistent from the start of the season, to the end of the season. You know, Wemby. I felt like what really helped Wemby's case was obviously when he started to campaign for the award. I felt like once he started campaigning, he really opened everybody's eyes, especially when he talked about defense and all that.
But Reg, like you said, I beat you twice though, and not only did I beat you twice, I dominated.
Who?
Wemby beat them He has a winning record against OKC.
Yeah, and that's one of his That's going to be probably one of his arguments on why
Yeah.
he would win it. Because I think they did. I think they beat him like 4 times.
Listen, I won't be mad if SGA gets it, but I really want Wemby at his age. That and the defensive player. I want both.
Yo, Anubis, your phone's
Because
kind
he been balling, bro.
Yo, Anubis, your phone's kind of going in and out. Call back.
Muffled? Okay.
Yeah. We got V's. What's going on, dude? What's your thoughts on Luka not not being a finalist
First
for
of all,
MVP?
what's going on, chat? What's going on, Reg? I'm gonna say the reason why I honestly feel like Luka don't deserve it is because of how the season went, right? I mean, they started off strong and then we start losing to tough like teams like the Thunder. Remember we had a stretch where we couldn't beat no good teams. We were only beating bad teams. And then the little month come when Luka goes for 30, and then he brought his name back up, but they wanted to see how he'll stack up. Like I was saying, like I was telling my brothers, and like you just hit on, you gotta beat the best to be the best. I don't know where do you just jump in front of like from 5 to 1 at. I thought you gotta go through the top players and the top teams in the conference to be the top player of the in the world or the MVP, but that wasn't the case. It was like they basically like say, okay, because he lost weight and he coming in the season in shape and he did good in Euro League. Like they just give him the MVP, and it honestly don't work like that. You have to literally put in the work for MVP. You have to make everybody around you and including yourself. You have to be great to win MVP. Like I was saying, like 2 months in the show, he put up my career numbers. He throws up insane shots. He's very inefficient. I'm not saying SGA is just the most efficient player in the world, but he helped his team win, and he's a two-way player. Luka is a one-way player. That's another thing that sways voters for voting for you. If you only contributes to one end of the ball, I remember my first time hearing the show. What made me laugh was when I heard one of your tags, and it was like, "Luka, he's wide open. He's right there," and it was just like so funny because that's the shit that really be going on. Like he's right there, but it's like me personally, like I was saying back then, I would like bro said, I would give the award to Wemby because he's very impactful on both sides of the ball. He's very unstoppable. Like he not no free throw merchant. He's not cheating the game. He's not one of those European guys that's just going out there just foul bait. He just playing his position and he's playing hard. And yes, he did something I didn't like that you hit on too. He cried for the he spoke
Yeah,
on it,
that's a
and I
good
feel
point
like
too. Yeah, all that bitching and complaining all season and then getting himself suspended. Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about that. That's got to disqualify you, man. Seriously.
yeah.
Yeah, but we got Ivan though in the chat. You said, is basketball a team sport? Teams win championships, not one player. Not a smart take. What are you talking about?
Huh? How?
Like, what are you talking about? I'm confused. You said Harden won MVP before. Okay, I don't know why y'all keep bringing up James Harden. That was what 7 years ago 8 years ago he won 2018. So that's what 8 years ago when James Harden won it. Maybe it wasn't as much competition for the award as there is right now. There's more competition now. Why y'all keep bringing up Harden and Steve Nash and these guys? That Steve Nash was 20 fucking years ago. Y'all got to stop bringing up other niggas that won just because they won it. That's irrelevant. It's irrelevant to right now. Was there a Wemby when Harden won the MVP? Was there a Wemby then? Was there a SGA then? No. Was there a Wemby when Steve Nash won it?
Well, I mean,
You said Luka's Dallas team was way better. Who cares, nigga? Is he in Dallas?
Why are we backtracking right now?
They love talking about the past. Oh, but he beat SGA 2 years ago. Nigga, that's 2 years ago. What are you still talking about that shit for? What does it have to do with today? Oh, but he already beat SGA. Nigga, that was 2 years ago. He can't beat him now. Bro, y'all niggas love living in the past with this dude, man. Straight up. Y'all niggas love living in the past, bro. Other players have gotten better. Other players have emerged. 2 years ago, Wemby wasn't doing this. 2 years ago, SGA wasn't dominating like this. It's over now. Maybe that's why they're crashing out, Anubis. Because Luka's time, his window to be, this player that they thought he could have been, it's closed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that means they can't rig it. They tried their hardest to rig it in his favor. They were trying to rig it for Reeves to get All-Star. That didn't work. And they're trying to rig it for him to get MVP. That didn't work. It's funny to see him fall on their face, though.
Exactly. They're crashing out. And this is what y'all have to realize, bro. See, it's easy to be the hunter, right? It's easy to be the hunter. What about when you become the prey? See, when Luka was trying to climb up, it was a little bit easier then. But now he's the prey. So can he see? This is why I say LeBron is the GOAT. This is why LeBron will always be the GOAT to me. Do you understand how hard it is to be at the top for that long and everybody's gunning for you? Everybody wants your spot?
Man.
Do you understand how hard that is? See, niggas get on the internet. Niggas get on the internet and act like that shit is easy. No, it's hard to not only get to the top, it's hard to stay at the top. Luka, he got to the finals. He can't get back. Why? Because that shit is hard. It's hard to do.
Yep.
And he can't do it. And now y'all want to blame roster construction. You want to blame LeBron. You want to blame all the black players. All because he can't do it again. It's hard to sustain this level of greatness that we see from LeBron James. Nigga, the Joker can't even get back to the finals. Giannis can't get back to the finals.
Wow. I ain't even think about it like that.
They can't.
I said
Steph can't go. Steph ain't going back.
Nigga, Steph done missed the playoffs 7 times. Steph done missed the playoffs Steph done missed the playoffs 7 times in his career. 7 times.
Yeah.
So now y'all wondering why Luka not winning the MVP. Why he's not in the conversation anymore. Because his window closed, nigga. Wemby, we didn't anticipate Wemby coming along. We didn't anticipate SGA dominating the league like this with the Thunder. This wasn't anticipated 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's over for Luka now. And now what y'all want to do is y'all want to throw out his stat padding ass numbers and think that's going to win him the argument and win him the debate. And it's not. Sorry. Get better. That's the only way. That's what y'all don't get, nigga. The only way Luka can win the MVP, he got to pull a Joel Embiid. He got to cry for it. That's going to be the only way. If he do it, Joel Embiid, next season, he will have a good chance next year if he starts crying at the beginning of the season. But guess what? Nobody's going to respect it, just like we didn't respect Joel Embiid's MVP a few years ago. Y'all realize that? Joel Embiid got an MVP and don't nobody care. Nobody talks about it. You want to know why? Because he cried for it. And then to top it all off, he's not even healthy to play to remind us how good he is. He didn't even play in the playoff game yesterday. He didn't play. So, like I said, Luka and to his fanboys, if y'all want to get to LeBron James level, which you'll never do, so it's no point in even trying. But if you want to, you have to improve your game. And stat padding is not how you're going to do it. The voters are not stupid. They're seeing his usage. They're seeing his shot attempts. They're seeing how he ball hogs and how he stat pads. It's not impressive to nobody.
And how he cried to the ref too. God
Exactly.
Damn.
Not only that, bro.
And they think they gonna hop on Twitter and cry for his MVP award? Man, get out of here. Nigga ain't no MVP. If he was, we'd be saying it.
Luke Kennard is making them look straight crazy because when Luka and Reeves are pussies when it comes to being in pressure situation where the game is really tight, they always crack, they always fold. But Luke Kennard, he if he can continue playing like this, that makes Reeves why pay Reeves? Pay him. The Lakers are dumb. It's like y'all paying the wrong person. Look the way you got a sniper. Bro was hot, 5 for 5. No foul baiting, straight up basketball. Like he said, I like seeing that. You know, I can respect that.
They need to put somebody, if they gonna build around Luka, they just need to put people around him that have actual skill sets or have actual, like, they got something they bring to the game. Like, what do you do? Like, they don't just need
He
to
got to
put,
stop.
like, bro,
He got to stop
this is
crying,
not
bro.
Dallas.
He
I
got to
don't,
stop crying to the
like,
ref.
bro. They keep talking about they gotta reconstruct the team from Dallas. No, he just gotta win games. Play back. All you gotta do is put the ball in the fucking basket, bro. That's it.
No,
You
he needs
don't
to play
need no
defense,
other player,
and
bro.
he needs to get.
You said what?
Listen, he needs to get he needs to get his team involved more. Luka is not good at that. This is why he's not winning anything. He's selfish.
Exactly.
All for himself. All his stats is for himself.
And it always gets exposed whenever we play a good team.
Yep.
Because he's so selfish on a night in, night out basis, and he doesn't know when to turn it off. When we go up against the good teams, we can't ever really compete. Cause he's so selfish. He don't want to pass the ball.
Yep.
He don't want to get, like I said, he don't want to see nobody else be successful. He don't want to see nobody else win. LeBron, I've been watching LeBron James since 2002. This is how this man has always been, even in high school. If you go back and look at his roster, this nigga was playing in high school with a fucking midget, Drew Joyce. Y'all remember Drew Joyce? That nigga was a midget.
Yep.
And they were the number one ranked school. They were the number one ranked school in the country. They were on ESPN. He's always been able to maximize and get the most out of his teammates. Luka, like I said, Nico Harrison lost the battle, but he's going to win the war. And I'm going to tell you why. Because everybody is going to see, because playing for the Lakers and next to LeBron, that's the biggest stage in the sport. That's bigger than the Garden in New York. That's bigger than playing in Boston. That's bigger. That's the biggest stage in the sport. And everybody's watching every single night. Do y'all think we're actually stupid? We're LeBron fans around this bitch. We know good basketball when we see it. And Luka, not it. And then you came to LeBron's team, you took the ball out of his hands, and then you think we gonna be happy? Nigga, of course we gonna make, nigga, if it is the last thing I do, I'm gonna make sure he don't win the MVP. I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, I do take some credit for being one of the platforms spreading Luka Doncic hate. I do. I take full credit for that. You're not finna come to my GOAT team, make my GOAT a 3-and-D player. You ain't finna turn my GOAT into Dorian Finney-Smith and then think we finna be sitting up here singing your praises. Fuck out of here.
DFS.
He turned my GOAT to DFS. He turned my GOAT to a spot-up shooter. And you think you're going to come over and win the MVP.
Wow.
Yo, Anubis, I don't know what's going on with your phone, dude. I don't know what's going on with your phone, gang. This nigga started glitching, chat. Chat. These Luka fans, take y'all goofy ass back to Dallas. Y'all ain't finna win no MVP long as we here. I told Don C that. He would have had a better chance in Dallas, nigga. Not as long as I got breath in my goddamn lungs. You ain't winning nothing over here. Cause I'm finna let the world know you sorry. You done turn my GOAT to a 3-and-D player. Hell, you ain't finna win no MVP over here. Don C, you should have never took that bet, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. You should have never made that bet with me. I was gonna make sure he wasn't gonna win that MVP. Every show, V's, I'm up here. Luka's trash. Every loss, Luka's trash. Nigga, nah, you not winning MVP game. It's over.
But,
so like I said,
but nah,
V's,
Reg.
Yeah, you got any
On the
final
flip
thoughts?
side, bro, I don't think you spreading fake hate because it's the truth. Like, bro, we losing to good teams. Like, why should you win it? Beat the Thunder and we'll have another conversation.
Yeah, you got to beat the Thunder. You got to beat Wemby. And then we can talk. Until then, because once again, they had better records. They were more consistent. They played both sides of the ball. They just have too many things on their resume that Luka didn't. So it's very simple why he didn't win. His fanboys shouldn't be, offended or anything. I mean, you got to get better. That's what we had to do. Growing up, you just had to get better. Like, you couldn't cry about it. You just had to get better. You had to go work on your game. So, like I said, these Puka fans, they think he's this perfect player. He's not. He's very flawed. He's got a lot to learn. And instead of him, learning from LeBron James, he thinks he can do LeBron James better than LeBron James. And that's just a little bit insane. But once again, this is what the whites do. So, it is what it is. But like I said, V's, good call, man. You got any final thoughts?
Yep. I want to say one thing. We LeBron fans, nigga. Straight up.
LeBron fans.
So, chat, let's talk about this tweet that I tweeted out. Let's talk about this tweet that I tweeted out a few hours ago. So this Luka fan account by the name of, fuck their name actually, they tweeted out, they said Luka Doncic is the only player in the last 10 seasons to win the scoring title and not be a finalist for the MVP. The media doesn't hide it anymore, right? So now they're blaming the media. Okay. So I said only his fanboys think what he does is special. He literally stat pads by shooting 30 shots a game and doesn't play any defense, and he isn't a leader. So like I said, Puka fans, you guys seem to be living in some fairy tale land. Oh, my bad. Shout out to Jesus with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you. So yeah, like I said, the Puka fans, you guys seem to be living in some fairy tale land, man, about this dude. You ain't winning no MVP with my GOAT. That ain't happening. My GOAT will win an MVP before Luka do. I tell you that goddamn much. And when you bring your happy ass back, like I said, I think LeBron has just been way too nice to these dudes. I don't know if it's because they're white or what, but I just think LeBron has been way too nice. He's been way too passive with these white dudes. I don't know what it is with LeBron and these white dudes, but yeah, he needs to knock this shit off. Seriously. When Luka gets back, LeBron needs to let him know, like, hey, get your ass to the back. It's my team now. It's my team again. Yo, John, I'm gonna tell you one more time, dude. All right? Because you're not listening. I'm finna block you in a minute. It's your last time. I'm gonna just delete your message. I'm not gonna say this again, nigga. Stop typing in all caps. That's my final warning. I'm finna send you to the gulag.
I said what I said.
That's it. I'm not saying it no more. We got Ivan in the chat. Are you still trolling, nigga? What are you trolling about, dude? What are you crying about? He said send him to the boat with Don C. Yo, Ivan, what are you crying about, dude? Seriously, what are you crying about? What's your issue? Jesus, get your people, dude. His name's Ivan. Come on, man. That's your people. You gotta check this dude, man. Seriously. I don't have time for him. I'm gonna send him back to Danny Boy. I don't play these games.
There's literally channels dedicated to low basketball IQ that just like to shred guys like Austin Reeves. I never knew till somebody pointed me in that direction. I couldn't even watch 5 seconds of it, bro. I lost brain cells just being there. There's some real Bron Glazers that just like to hate on everybody not named LeBron, and they're looking really silly right now because they like to talk trash about me for giving Austin Reeves his obvious due props. Another 30 piece. What you got to say now, clown? So it's like they always got something to say, man. Get these clowns off of my TV screen. Listen, I will never go back on that channel, not even for 5 seconds.
We got Ruben. He said LeBron has more white teammates this year than he's had in Cleveland and Miami combined. It's a coordinated attack, dude. We're being attacked by the whites, man. They're attacking us, chat. The whites, they're trying to colonize us, and I don't know what LeBron is doing. But like I said, this is really a Rob Pelinka Genie thing. And once they're out the way, the Lakers can get back to being a franchise that is serious about winning. Rob Pelinka, I keep having to reiterate this to you guys. Rob Pelinka is a snake, okay? Everybody knows this. Anybody that says anything differently is just a Rob Pelinka apologizer. The book is out on this dude. He was a snake as an agent. Nobody liked him, just like nobody liked Kobe. This is why Kobe, at the end of his career, basically, just broke down because nobody wanted to come help him. Real talk. Why? Because nobody liked Kobe. Now obviously when he retired and he wasn't playing anymore, people, they pretended like they were cool with Kobe and they loved him and all this stuff, but in reality, folks, Kobe didn't have no friends, man. Seriously, he didn't have no friends. Nobody fucked with him. All right, and it was the same thing with Rob Pelinka as an agent, right? He was an asshole. Nobody fucked with him. So he's a snake. And what I believe is going on here is this is, some sort of a coordinated attack on LeBron James. I don't think Rob Pelinka likes LeBron James because obviously, he's a Kobe guy, right? And Kobe guys have historically always been jealous of LeBron fans.
LeBron fans.
It just is what it is. They've always been jealous. I mean, the jealousy of Kobe fans started before LeBron was even a Laker. You guys remember when LeBron was still in Cleveland and those Kobe fans spray painted the N-word on his house? Who do you guys think did that? Kobe fans. When he signed here and they defaced his murals, who do you guys think did that? Kobe fans. So there's some sort of like hidden jealousy going on here. To me, like I said, I think it's a little bit disturbing for the simple fact that it's like, what are you guys so upset about? If anything, if we would have beef with somebody, I would think it would be like a Paul Pierce, maybe, a Steph Curry, guys like that, guys that, we had to battle for rings or something like that. guys that we had to see, in our conference every year, those would be the guys that I feel like LeBron would have a beef with, right? Or some resentment towards, right? Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, these guys, maybe, Steph Curry, KD, guys that actually, stopped him from winning. Kobe was never a threat or a factor to LeBron. If we're being honest, he just never was a factor. That's just being honest. I mean, LeBron whooped Kobe's ass, 16-6, belt to ass. Seriously. I mean, this is all documented, right? Better numbers across the board. Whooped the shit out of him. So I don't understand why Kobe fans are so angry. Maybe that's why they're angry, because they always got their ass whooped. Maybe that's why they're angry. They always got their asses whooped. Hey, Ivan. The link is in the chat, Ivan. When are you going to be a grown man and face me? Speak to me. Speak to me. You said Chase responded to your message from Magic Johnson post? Only an idiot would say that shit? What are you talking about, dude? Who is Chase? You talking about Chase Bank? Who is Chase? What are you chatting about, dude? Okay, so you're just chatting. Okay. I guess he's just chatting. Oh, okay, so is this you? Hold on. Is this you, dude? Let me see. Give me 1 second, chat. Maybe this is the guy right here. Oh, okay, I get it now. So is this you, Chase? You responded to my post about getting rid of Luka and Aston. I said, Magic, we got to get rid of Luka and Aston Reeves. Their style of play is the reason we keep losing. We haven't led in a playoff series in 3 years, thanks to Aston Reeves. Luke Kennard is who Austin Reeves thinks he is. Let him walk this summer and pay Luke. So this is you, Chase? Is this who I'm battling tonight? Is this you?
I'm sorry in advance if I let you down.
I just want to make sure. Is this the nigga I'm battling tonight? The nigga with the Jordan hat on. This is who I'm battling. Just want to make sure I have this correct. You can't be fucking serious, dude. You can't be serious. This nigga got a Jordan fucking hat on. What is this picture from, dude? 2014? What is this picture from, dude? 2014? Get the fuck out of here, dude. You said Luka has carried teams to the conference final. We don't give a shit. He ain't did that with the Lakers. We don't give a fuck. And the NBA finals to you. No, you said in the NBA finals too. And you talking about a role player in Kennard, laughing my fucking ass off. What a joke. What did he do last year? Why'd you leave last year out? What did he do? We don't care what he did 2 years ago. What did he do last year? Go ahead, I'll wait. What did he do last year? What happened in that first round series versus Minnesota? What do you do? Anthony Edwards was smacking that ass. That's what happened, dude. He got his ass whooped. I see you left that part out. Why do you guys like leaving that out, dude? I don't understand. Every time Luka gets his ass smacked, you guys leave it out. Like you just skip over it. You go to 2 years ago. You dudes playing double dutch with Luka's career. Y'all playing double dutch. Whenever he gets smoked, y'all just skip over it. Okay. Yeah, Chase, like I said, dude, I'm not going back and forth. I'm not beefing with you. All right? I'm not beefing with a nigga wearing a fucking Jordan hat. That ain't happening. So, if you're not gonna tap the link, dude, I don't know what we're even talking about. Tap the link, dude. I'm not finna go back and forth with you. You got all day to type in the chat, dude. Just hit the link and let's have the conversation, dude. I want to understand the mind of a Luka fanboy. Real talk. Matter of fact, whatever happened to that one Luka fanboy? What was his name? Jason? Hey, chat, you guys remember that one Luka fanboy, Jason?
I didn't cook myself.
You just said you f***ed up. You cooked yourself. I don't even gotta
you're
cook
actually
you.
being retarded. That's why I'm f***ing up, because you're messing my brain up with these dumb takes.
No, you're just fucking stupid.
No, you're just a fucking LeBron dick sucking bronze sexual fucking faggot. I'm sorry.
No. Jason. You just said that Luka's the best player in the first option. So I said, okay, name another team where the best player isn't the first option.
I heard you, bro, and I said I messed up. I messed up.
So you're cooking yourself.
Bro, I've been cooking this whole entire time.
You're telling me, I'm showing you the numbers, and I'm showing you that LeBron is the best player, and you're still saying, well, but Luka's still the first option. And then I'm like, okay, well, name another team where the best player is not the first option, and you got fucked. Just like you do every night when you watch Luka. You close your door, you bend over on your bed, and you spread your cheeks, and you get fucked every day. You're a fag.
Bro, you literally suck LeBron's dick every day, bro. Let's be honest, bro.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I forgot about that clip. Oh, I've been cooking Luka fans for so long. Oh, yo, I can't believe I've been cooking Luka fans this long. This is crazy, bro. I done forgot about that clip, bro. That's fucking hilarious, man. That was actually hilarious. I gotta run that back, chat.
I didn't cook myself.
You just said you f***ed up. You cooked yourself. I don't
because
even gotta
you're
cook
actually
you.
being retarded. That's why I'm f***ing up, because you're messing my brain up with these dumb takes.
No, you're just fucking stupid.
No, you're just a fucking LeBron dick sucking bronze sexual fucking faggot. I'm sorry.
No. Jason. You just said that Luka's the best player in the first option. So I said, okay, name another team where the best player isn't the first option.
I heard you, bro, and I said I messed up. I messed up.
So you're cooking yourself.
Bro, I've been cooking this whole entire time.
You're telling me, I'm showing you the numbers, and I'm showing you that LeBron is the best player, and you're still saying, well, but Luka's still the first option. And then I'm like, okay, well, name another team where the best player is not the first option, and you got fucked. Just like you do every night when you watch Luka. You close your door, you bend over on your bed, and you spread your cheeks, and you get fucked every day. You're a fag.
Bro, you literally suck LeBron's dick every day, bro. Let's be honest, bro.
Oh my God, bro. That's insane. That is an insane soundbite, man. Yeah, King J, I think that was last year. That was Luka's first year. So 2020. Yeah, that was 2025 because we weren't even thinking about Luka before he got traded here. There was no way I would ever even talk about Luka if he wasn't traded to the Lakers. You know, he's just not interesting at all to talk about. Okay. You said I seen that post and had to tell you. Okay. Whatever, dude. Like I said, it's 2026 and you're still walking around in a fucking Jordan hat. So, like I said, dude, do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do, dude. That's insane, man. That's crazy. Like I said, I was going to leave y'all alone. I really was. I wasn't even going to bother the Luka fans tonight. But like I said, I seen y'all on social media literally crashing out because this man did not win the MVP. So like I said, moving forward, chat, what is the solution going to be for Luka fans? You guys have to stop coddling Luka and you have to tell him to get better. That's the only way. You know, I remember in 2011 when my GOAT lost in the finals, right? It was very disappointing, especially considering they were up in the series, I believe 2-1, right? But he had to get better. He had to improve on his game, you know. So he went and worked with Hakeem Olajuwon, and he started developing his post game. He started playing downhill. And that's what you have to do. You have to get better. You know, y'all can keep crying all y'all want, but at the end of the day, fanboys, y'all can't win the MVP for Luka. He's got to go out there and earn it. And yeah, he'll be in year 9 next year. I mean, he's pushing 30, a decade in the NBA, and he's still yet to capture that MVP award, man. Still. It's actually getting a little bit sad. Shout out to Jesus with the $5 super chat.
Mama, Rolling Stone.
LeBron fans.
You said, hey, Reg, I've been cooking the Ivan guy in Spanish. He's clowning you, and I'm calling him out in Spanish. He hating on you. Get on the mic, essay? Yeah, I mean, that's your people, dude. You know what I mean? So, that's your people. I'm gonna let y'all battle it out, dude. I don't really give a shit. I'm gonna send him to Danny Boy though in a minute. I'm gonna send him to Danny Boy. I think he's gonna like it over there. Because they like to talk trash about me for giving Austin Reeves his obvious through props. Another 30 piece. What you gotta say now, clown?
There's literally channels dedicated to low basketball IQ that just like to shred guys like Austin Reeves. I never knew till somebody pointed me in that direction. I couldn't even watch 5 seconds of it, bro. I lost brain cells just being there. There's some real Bron Glazers that just like to hate on everybody not named LeBron, and they're looking really silly right now because they like to talk trash about me for giving Austin Reeves his obvious due props. Another 30 piece. What you got to say now, clown? So it's like they always got something to say, man. Get these clowns off of my TV screen. Listen, I will never go back on that channel, not even for 5 seconds.
So yeah, folks. That's really all I got, folks, on this particular topic. Yeah, Luka's not gonna win the MVP. I feel no ways about it. I don't particularly think he deserves it at all. I think the two guys that had the most compelling arguments for the trophy this year would be Jaylen Brown, obviously Cade, really more than two guys, obviously, but yeah, Jaylen Brown, Cade, Wemby, and SGA. Those are the guys to me that had the most compelling arguments. Everybody else, better luck next year. So yeah, Luka, hopefully next season, you just play better. You learn how to be a point guard. Because the way you play right now, it's not going to lead to any type of success at all. So that's really all I got, folks, on this one. I don't know why the NBA gave the Lakers 2 days off in between games 1 and 2. I don't think that makes sense at all. Right? Usually, you have like 1 day off, right? Especially if you're not traveling. But for some strange reason, the Lakers have 2 days off in between games. Yeah, the NBA is they're up to something very, very sneaky, folks. I wouldn't be surprised if they told Kevin Durant not to play, so that way they could extend this series, so that way Reeves and Luka can come back. Something's just weird going on with this league now, man. It's more WWE than it is basketball these days, folks. So, yeah, man. We got to wait another extra day to watch the Lakers play again. It's insane. But I'm going to catch you guys on the next one, folks. Like I said, we're going to be talking about LeBron on the afternoon show tomorrow, man. I heard some comments about LeBron James that I found to be extremely interesting. So, y'all have a good night, man. And, I will catch you guys later, man. Peace.
You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her. You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her.
I wanna get back everything, cause it means so much to me.